do not be alarmed. You're looking at a chart that says negative 1.32% for silver, negative 0.27 for gold. Do not be alarmed, especially when you see these kind of parabolic shaped charts here. The reason why is because if you zoom out, we are looking extremely bullish right now. And I'm going to show you some of the reasons why that is. Going to get into a bit of an article, but I wanted to make a quick video in case you guys woke up today and we were like, what's happening? I thought we are going to continue the bull run here, and I thought things are going to keep going up and up and up. So I'm going to actually tell you a little bit about a video actually I made yesterday that actually kind of hinted at this. So before I get into this, please hit that subscribe button right down below. You'll see it right next to that like button. Please hit that like button as well to help get this video out there, get this channel out there to more people, to bring them into precious metals, and hit that subscribe button so you can join the fun as well if you are new. Now, yesterday I made a video and I gave my view a month from now, a little bit more of a longer term view regarding stagflation, and a near-term view, more so regarding this week. And yesterday I basically said that do not be surprised if the run starts to slow down, because in fact, we have already seen evidence of it slowing down. Now, I'm going to scroll down here a bit. And when I mean slow down, I'm talking primarily in the short term. We are going to continue to see runs to the upside. But I was mainly talking about the coming days, like literally the Monday, Tuesday, around that, pretty much that time frame. The reason why I said that is if you take a look at the MACD and the RSI, as I showed in that video yesterday, you will see that the percentage gains day over day were actually becoming thinner and thinner as we were edging up higher and higher. And you can even just see it within these candlesticks. They started out pretty strong, especially getting above this line here. And I'll show you what that is in a moment. And then start to get a little bit thinner, got thinner here. And it looks like we are starting to have a little bit of mean reversion here in gold. So I'm going to be talking about silver in a minute, but gold is what I like to start out with in recent times because it's pretty much leading the charge. So what is this purple line here that I have on this chart? Well, if we zoom out a bit, what that is essentially going back to 2020, the highs of 2020. That is pretty much where that line stems from. And we kind of hit another all-time, or not all-time, but near-time high in May. And we basically crossed above that line, which is one of the reasons why we saw that strength in that big green candlestick. As I zoom in a little bit more here, that's one of the reasons why we saw that big green candlestick when it crossed above. And again, that preceded the golden cross that we pretty much just hit. We had that golden cross develop over the weekend, and we are above it today. So things are looking good for gold, and silver will follow suit. But you might be saying, well, if that's the case, why is silver down negative 1.15%? Well, let's take a look here and see what we can tease out. So here is the same setup on the graph. We've been touching the 253-day moving average, and we haven't been getting above it. Now, that's not a cause for concern for me. Eventually, we will have our golden cross here in silver. We haven't gotten above that trend line that developed that I showed you for gold. It's equivalent for silver. We haven't even, really, we're a little bit over halfway of reaching there, but we haven't gotten there yet. So what we're seeing today pretty much is a little bit of mean reversion after this nice run here. But again, I expect to see gold and silver prices continue their run to the upside. In fact, I did some forecasting in yesterday's video, which I recommend you guys watch, showing you my lower, mid, and upper calls for gold, silver, and even copper. So definitely check that out. But here we have an article from Kitco regarding the essentially line holding that we're seeing in gold, and even you could say the same thing for silver as well. And this is pretty much what I'm kind of getting at. Even though things are slowing down, we aren't necessarily seeing any retreat from our view. We aren't seeing, gold and silver saying, hey, this was a false run here. Let's go back to being bearish again. That's not the case here, guys. We're just seeing a little bit of some mean reversion. So check this out. Gold prices are trading in relatively neutral territory, holding near a 5-month high as the New York Federal Reserve reported stronger than expected activity in its regional manufacturing sector. Monday, the regional central bank said its Empire State Manufacturing Survey's General Business Conditions Index surged higher to 30.9 in November, up significantly from October's reading of 19.8. The data was also better than expected, as consensus forecasts were calling for a reading around 22.1. 43% of respondents reported that conditions had improved over the month, while 12% reported that conditions had worsened. The gold market is seeing little movement following the positive economic data. So again, guys, pretty interesting to note that it's, kind of not really doing anything in regards to that announcement. December gold futures last traded at 1869, and an ounce up 0.03% on the day. Looking at some of the components of the report, the new orders index increased to 28.8, up from October's level of 24.3. At the same time, the shipment index jumped sharply higher to 28.2, up from the previous reading of 8.9. The report also said that the labor market improved significantly, with the number of employees index rise to 26.3, up from 17.1. According to the report, this is the pace. This is the I think they meant to say fastest pace of growth on record. And positive gold prices, inflation pressures continue to rise. Positive for gold prices, inflation pressures continue to rise. The report said that the prices paid index rose 83, up from October's reading of 78.7. The report also noted that businesses are passing on their rising costs to consumers. So here's the thing, guys. As people get hired, and this is something I actually tweeted about on Twitter, just one moment. But employment costs are really going to be adding to that inflationary pressure. Check this out. Labor is undergoing price discovery. If you're looking to increase your purchasing power with inflation rising higher, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to find a better paying job now while companies are clamoring for talent. I did in August, no regrets, and that's true to this day, no regrets for changing positions. I even, at the time, my job was actually looking to bring us back to the office. And for myself, especially with wanting to continue this and also continuing my studies from home with the CFA, I knew I had to work from home continuously or moving ahead. So I was like, I got to find something that's remote and that pays better. And that's pretty much what I did. So if you guys are in that or looking around, searching around for new jobs, this is probably the time to do it while companies are looking for that talent. And while as other people are changing jobs, those input costs are going to pass down to you, consumers, and myself. So we have to prepare for when prices increase now before prices really start to increase, potentially in 2022. So I actually say, if you can find a way to increase your pay now so you can, meet those costs, do so. And, but I mean, again, that's something that we're going to have to think about when it comes to inflation. Now, of course, one of the other things that we do here on this channel is, stack silver, stack gold. But that's the inflationary side of things as far as, how we can protect our purchasing power with assets. But as far as the day-to-day paying for, bread, coffee, what have you, then one of the best things you can do is increase your salary if you can. So guys, let me know what you think about this news. Do you think that gold and silver are slowing down for the long term? Am I off my rocker? Or do you think that we are going to continue rising up? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you are new, and please hit the like button. Thanks again for watching.